Hey there, welcome to the Healthy Vibe podcast. I'm Kelly Renato, and thanks so much for sharing your time with me this week for a quick bit of encouragement that I hope makes you think this week and gives you courage to make at least one change for the better in your life. I feel that each one of us, no matter how far we come, can always get better in some area of our life. And this week, I want to talk about, are you looking inward or are you looking outward? And I heard someone say this week, and it really resonated the way she described it, because she was saying a lot of times with happiness, with joy, with just feeling content in our life, improving our health or improving and getting better in anything in our life, either we're looking inward and out or outward, meaning if you're looking inward, you're looking to yourself as to how can I better myself? How can I make this day better? How can I improve this situation? How can I fix how I'm feeling today? How can I change this struggle that I'm going through, this season of life? How can I get through it? Because it's a hard one. How can I choose better? And you're looking at yourself to improve your life, improve a situation, solve problems, and just have a better life. Like you are looking to own and take responsibility for that next step of whatever is going on. Because life is going to give us problems. It's going to give us challenges. It's going to give us struggles. And I strongly believe what we do with them is what matters most. Or are you looking outward, which I feel like we see a lot of this. And sometimes we fall in line with it as, a problem happens and we're immediately blaming someone, complaining about it, saying that person did it, they need to fix it. And I'm not saying sometimes, this isn't really truly what happened, but are we really making the best use of our time or fixing the situation or the best use of our energy or just working as efficiently as possible or just doing more ourselves? Like you're not always going to find everyone around you that is owning and taking responsibility and wants to help. And that's where if you're constantly looking outward as to who's going to fix your problem, what's going to fix your problem, or who can you blame, or who do you think is responsible, finding someone else, I feel like you're wasting your energy rather than just saying, what can I do to better this situation? What can I do to help fix this situation? What can I do to encourage everyone to do better in this situation? How can tomorrow be better than today? What can I do tomorrow to make it better than today? So whatever situation you're in, I always believe we should help others, but you're not always going to find people that are looking to help, right? Like most of the time, many times, it's a lot of times easier just to see what can we do. And then you get to the point of, I do as much as I can. And then there's always going to get a point that you can't control. But either way, in life, whatever you're going through, are you looking inward as to how you can help a situation? Or are you looking outward as to who you can blame or who you can criticize or who you can complain about or whose fault this is? Because I do believe that outward leads to self-pity or feel bad for me or the victim mentality, whereas looking inward is I want to own my part of this. I want to be responsible for fixing this. I want to help change this. I want to help make the situation better. I want to do whatever I can to make my life better. I'm in a bad place. What can I do to improve how I'm feeling today, how my emotions are? And regardless, the looking inward, seeing how you can own a situation, how you can improve upon a situation is going to benefit you, no matter what. Even if it is someone else's fault, someone else messed something up, whatever. If you own your part or own anything that you can do in the situation, you're going to feel more confident moving forward. You're going to be empowered to do that next biggest thing. You're going to feel that you're going to be moving through this situation quicker than sitting around stewing about it, complaining about it, wallowing in self-pity about it. And I'm not saying we don't all go through really, really hard things, and maybe you need to sit in something for a minute, but don't sit there long. Don't sit there long. What can I do next? I talked to someone recently and they had gone through a really, really, really hard situation in life. And yeah, they sat in it for a while and they didn't know what to do for a while. But they finally said, what can I do? And they, one step at a time, started taking care of themselves. One step at a time, started making better choices. And they got out of the situation. So these things, yeah, sometimes it's a simple bump in the road of the day, but a lot of times it's something big we're going through. And if you look inward in any situation and say, what can I do next? What's my next best choice? What can I do that is productive, helpful, encouraging, positive, kind, serving? What can I do next to help this situation? You're going to be a better person for it. You're building a better heart, better character, a better mind. You're just building a better life for yourself by looking inward and saying, what can I do next? So this week, in all your situations, I want you to pause, because a lot of times I still do it. Immediately we can say, oh, why this or why that? Why me? Why did this happen? But if you start practicing and getting out of the habit of doing that, you will eventually get out of the habit completely. And your immediate thought will be, what can I do next? What can I be responsible for? How can I help in this situation? Why did God put me here? What is it that he wants me to learn? Who is it he wants me to help? Because we're all in different stages. And a lot of times that other person that you think isn't doing this or that or whatever, they've got their own thing, right? They're going through their own thing. And maybe they're not in that mental place yet to even look inward. And sometimes we can look inward and we can help them look inward. You know, like raising kids a lot of times is like that, I feel like, because I think it's human nature for kids, and kids get a bad rap in teens because I think sometimes parents think they should have it all figured out, but they're new to this. So when they, which is a normal thing, begin to complain, moan, whine, why me? Why do I got to do this? Blah, blah, blah. Be that example. Show them the way. Rather than getting on them, getting down on them, getting upset, getting them in trouble, say, hey, I'm going to own my part and this is what I'm going to do. And if I were you, this is what I would do. As my kids got older, that was kind of what I would say to them. Listen, you're old enough now, you can make a decision. But my suggestion would be to do A, B, or C, because that is something that's productive. That's something that's helpful. And that's you owning a part of it. Because we can't control anyone else, right? And we know this. Worrying about what other people are doing or what they're not doing or is something we can't control. So going inward is focusing on what we can control and what we can contribute to this day, this world, this life, and right where God's planted us, right? Like God has us planted right here in this moment in time, and this is what matters, and this is where he wants us. So whatever you are confronted with today, this week, I want you to immediately, if you can, pause and think, what can I do next? What can I do next to get me out of this funk, to make this situation better, to make my day go in a different direction because I don't like the way it's going right now? And then your next best choice can be something better than maybe it would have been. If you're in the habit of like unleashing on someone or calling your coworker and blaming them or going straight to your spouse and yelling at them or your kid or whoever, pause. Handle it differently this week. What can I do in this situation? I'm not a counselor, but I do believe this can help marriages. This can help in your work environment. This can help with your kids. Just own it. It's wasted energy to think, what can they do? Or why isn't someone doing this for me? Or why aren't they helping me? Own your life, own your choices, and be as productive a member of this society as you can be, and find a purpose in each day and each moment. Purpose can be huge, yes, but I also wake up every day and think, what is my purpose today? Sometimes it's like, you know what? Everyone's going in a different direction except me. I can be the one to make everyone breakfast today. And that's a huge purpose. Some days I can't do that. Maybe it's, my mom's in a really bad place today, and my purpose is going to be to help her be in a better place because I can do that today. I see that maybe my kids' team is in need of help and I'm able to do that. So that can be part of my purpose today. Whatever it is, like sometimes your purpose and your season, there's something small that's right there in front of you. And rather than blame someone else or get mad that they're not doing their part or they didn't help you or, that program is supposed to be about helping me, and just think, what can I do right now? What can I do to contribute to this? So this week, I want you to look inward in every situation, and I'd love to hear about it. So send this to someone that you think could hear it, that could use it, that it would encourage. Because listen, we're all trying to do the best we can, and every bit of encouragement helps. So please share it. Please let me know what you think. And if you have the time, I'd love for you to follow me. I'd love for you to leave me a review and join my newsletter if you can. Every Sunday, I send out, I call it Sunday Courage. Every Sunday, I send out an email once a week. That's it, no more. And I just give you encouragement. I tell you what I've gone through. I give you a tip, a health tip, a mind tip, a faith tip, anything. So please join. Go to kellyrenato.com, and thank you so much for spending your time with me. I know how valuable time is, and I hope you have the best week. Take care.